And if you want that Spirit, ask Him for it. And when He gives you that Spirit, you will understand every single word that's in here, because the natural man cannot discern this. So in your seeking, just ask Him, Lord, I need your Spirit. I want to know the truth. I don't want anything other than the truth. And I guarantee you, Jennifer, when you ask that and seek it with all your heart, you're going to find it. And it changed my life. I grew up Catholic. I grew up religious. I grew up thinking that they were the church. They were the way. Well, I was lied to. I was deceived. And it wasn't until I was 35 when I sat down and I said, you know what? I'm tired of this life and everyone's saying this is the way, this is the way, this is the way. I want to know the way. And when I asked that from my heart, He just, boom, started revealing it to me. And my life hasn't been the same since. When you come to know the absolute, there's a freedom in that, knowing where you're going when you die, knowing and having a relationship with this Creator who gave us this wonderful world and all this information. It's just, and it's hard to even explain to someone that relationship you can have with this Creator that sits up in the heavens and is indwelling inside of us. And it's not one with the Christ consciousness. It's the Spirit of God who dwells inside of us. It's just absolutely incredible, Jennifer. And we can't encourage you enough to just go to Him and say, Lord, who are you?
Sounds good.
And, you know, there is danger out there, you know, coming from the witchcraft end of things, from
religious side of things.
Meditation to empty your mind. I did that first. I thought that was the way, and I was basically a Hindu in mind and thought for a short time, because I really thought that, you know, emptying, because Satan uses certain truths to camouflage the lies that give you the poison. It's a little bit of poison sandwiched around a lot of truth that kills you. But this is all truth, and that's all we can say, and we need to just ask God to show you, as Jay said, and read Scripture, because faith comes by hearing the Word.
Yeah, and one thing I'd like to leave you with, Jennifer, I want you to think about this. All these religions out there, all of them, they're going to tell you that their church is the way. We're here to tell you that Jesus is the way, and that's the difference between what we believe and have been shown and what they try to tell you. There is some Jesus, though it's another Jesus in their religions. But let's think about that, Jennifer. They're telling you their church is the way.
Some people, but they're true Christians like her family and others that go to churches. We go to different churches. So he's not meaning that all churches are bad.
Isms, Mormonism, Jehovah Witness-ism, Catholicism, you know, Islamism, you know, all these isms.
It's just Christianity. It's just Jesus.
Yeah, it's just Jesus, and that's the, you know, go to Him. He'll show you.
Thanks, Mike. Thanks, Jay.
You're
God
welcome.
bless, Jennifer.
Bye-bye.
We'll be praying for you.
And Mike, I try to hammer that only because there is a big difference. I mean, think about it. Yeah, there's many Christians out there, and if they're true Christians, they'll just tell you it's Jesus.
Oh, I'm with you. I just wanted to clarify it.
Oh, yeah. And
I just didn't want to make it sound like we're against all churches.
But it's definitely a contrast to think about, because all these religions will say, hey, our church is the way.
Well,
when you hear that,
Mormonism will, and Jehovah Witnesses will.
Come on.
But the church you go to doesn't say it.
No.
And it was a Baptist church originally. It considers itself non-denominational.
Yeah, but they wouldn't say our church is the way.
No, they would say Jesus is the way.
Right. Okay, Catholics, let's keep going. I mean,
well, Catholicism says, yeah, you need to be part of their church.
Their church. You have many of the so-called evangelicals.
Now, New Age won't say that. New Age will say eventually you reincarnate. You'll come to God no matter what, through all your millions and billions of reincarnations. So they won't say that.
Yeah, well, they'll say yoga is the way.
They'll say meditation. Yoga and meditation are parts of the way, yeah. That either of them will get you there. Absolutely.
Yeah, or take a hit of acid. That'll get you there, too.
Others will say that. That's right. But they're all wrong. In any case, you want to show this next section of film, or do we have a call coming in? No calls. Next section of film is good, or we do have a call coming in? I can't.
Yeah,
yeah, that means we are going to have a phone call? Okay. We'll take this next call then. But
we're getting direction from out there behind the cameras, and they're doing this, so...
Because I'd rather talk to people than watch film, but that's cool. Let's see. We've got on the Bill on the line. Hi.
Hi.
Hi,
Would you
Bill.
like? Where are you calling from? Number one.
Oh, calling from Portland.
Portland. Okay. What would you like to share with us?
Well, I've got a couple questions, and I know you're delving into some real complex topics when you're discussing things like genetics and sound, in particular rhythms, and how that affects things. But I wanted to go even further back, pre-cultural or pre-culture that we understand. Do you believe before the deluge in like the Atlantean culture and human civilization before that? And what kind of belief system do you think, or religions do you think that would have been predominant at that point?
Do you want me to answer that?
Yeah, is he talking about the Mayans? Is he talking
No,
about
the Atlanteans, we believe that is a kind of a construct. We know that the flood, as you know, we're Christians, and we believe that this Bible is accurate historically. Okay. And we believe there was a flood, and it destroyed lots of civilizations. So there, you might find artifacts in the ocean somewhere from prior civilizations that were pre-flood. Mm-hmm. But as far as this whole Atlantean viewpoint that really comes out of the New Age viewpoint, Francis Bacon talked about it. You're probably real familiar with that, right?
Well, Plato, and I mean...
Well, he got it from Egyptians through someone else originally. We would hold to that being contrary to what the Bible is teaching, because the whole Atlantean viewpoint ends up in this New Age milieu where they are, according to Barbara Marx Hubbard and other spirits like Joel Kuhl, channeled through Alice Bailey, who are really leading the New Age movement. They are going to kill the genetically inferior humans, which is a lot of the human race that won't go along with the New Age agenda. And us Christians are going to be, done away with, just like the Jews were done away with, and Christians were done away with under Adolf Hitler, when they didn't agree with his policies of killing people and doing their thing.
You think that? So I'm sorry to interrupt.
Go ahead. That's okay.
You think that the New Age movement is responsible for the Atlantean information being? It's somehow in conflict with Christianity and Judaism.
What I would recommend to help you clear that up, and anyone else to answer that question is, we can tell you where to get the film. Secret Beginnings of America. The website. There's a website.
I can email you if you want to send it to me that way. Yeah,
Secret Beginnings of America, done by Adullam Films, ADULLAM, adullamfilms.org or Adullam Film. Yeah, look up Adullam, ADULLAM, or email us. And they've got a series which explains how all of this arose with a lot of facts, very fascinating stuff.
Mm-hmm. Neat. Thank you.
You're welcome. We will be back in 2 weeks.
Yeah, and David, sorry we got like 30 seconds left, but call back in 2 weeks or email us. We'd be glad to share with you, Mike especially, because I'm computer illiterate. But I love to talk on the phone, or, I love to share my truth. But
yeah, so again, we're the 18th. I was getting my dates all mixed up. The 25th, we won't be here live, but we'll show an older program that'll be interesting, and then we'll be here the week after that. That's probably what? August 1st, that Saturday, the first Saturday in August.
And thank you, all the callers tonight. And again, seek the truth, and the truth will set you free. Good night, everyone.